There's a verse in the Bible that says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." When you speak to yourself, when you spend time alone, do you analyze who you are? Do you think about who you want to become? Or are you just guided by the ebbs and flows and the things of the world or the things that are tossed to you by culture? Or do you have an anchor? Do you have some sort of reference point that you utilize as a beacon of truth? Because what you think about dictates your reality. Let me explain. I've said it once, but I'll say it again, that your thoughts lead to actions, and actions lead to behaviors, and behaviors lead to lifestyle, and that your lifestyle dictates your destiny. So if we reverse engineer that, ultimately your thoughts dictate your destiny. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Now the question is, how do you change the way that you think? Well, you have to change the input. You have to change the things that you allow yourself to be nurtured by. This isn't just food, right? But it's what you listen to, who you hang out with, what you do with your hands, with your eyes and your ears that nurture your spirit, or they take away. They build your character, or they destroy your innocence. And you know the things that I'm talking about, the things that are holding you back, the things that are pushing you away from your fullest potential. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Who do you want to be? And what must you sacrifice in order to become that person? Do you meditate day and night about those goals and those objectives in that dream life that you want? Or do you settle for the things of the world? You settle for the things of the system. You settle for the things that have been given to you, but they don't belong to you. You've been told how to think. You've been told what a man is. You've been told what a woman is, but you've never even actually explored who you are. Maybe you should think more. Henry Ford famously said that the hardest job in the world is to think, hence why most people don't engage in it. So as I speak to you, I actually speak to myself. I often do these exercises where I just think out loud and I try to synthesize my ideas in a way that are clear. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The input will dictate the output. The input will dictate your character. The input will dictate your desires, because your desires only grow based off of what you feed. So the question is, what do you feed your mind? What do you feed into the stream of consciousness that you tap into every single day? When you wake up, what is it that you desire, my friend? Do you desire things that push you closer to God, closer to your goals, or that push you away? If the answer is it's pushing me away, then it's time to change. Because at the end of the day, the only person that you're hurting is yourself, so you might as well develop healthy thinking patterns, healthy ways of experiencing life, so you maintain your purity and your innocence. And through that, you allow God to work and to show you the beauties of this world. I've always thought about traveling the world. I've always thought about enjoying the beauty of creation. Here I am in my 20s doing exactly that. I thought who I wanted to become. I developed those thoughts in the three-dimensional world through manifestation and through action, and with a little bit of faith and a little bit of effort and a lot of belief, you turn dreams into a reality. As a man thinketh, so is he. What would you do if you couldn't fail? Who would you become if your goals were attainable? What if that self-induced fear and that disbelief was instantly gone? What would you go after? What girl would you date? What type of man would you become? How much money would you have? What sort of business would you endeavor? What sort of impact would you bring to the world? You must be able to dream in order to achieve. And the truth is, most individuals, they don't move forward. They don't move forward because they don't have goals. They don't move forward because they don't have objectives. They don't move forward because fear cripples them. Fear is holding them back from winning. Fear is holding them back from becoming the best version of themselves. So once again, I ask you, what would you do if you couldn't fail? If you only live once, you best go for it. What is there to lose? At the end of the day, we all die anyway. So might as well go down trying.